Content loud, make the viewers click. Views rise up to the sky so bright. Misleading words in the neon light. Truth and lies in an endless fight. Fact and fiction blur out of sight. Big grift got me feeling so slick. Money flows like a river so quick. Status high like a towering brick. Content loud, make the viewers click. Big grift got me feeling so bold. Money talks in a language so cold. Scammy shines like a diamond so old. Content plays like a story untold. Views rise up to the sky so bright. Misleading words in the neon light. Truth and lies in the endless fight. Fact and fiction blur out of sight. Big grift got me feeling so slick. Money flows like a river so quick. Status high like a towering brick. Content loud, make the viewers click. You're being spoon-fed lies oh so quick. Fake news spread faster to get your fix. Unchecked narratives slip through the cracks. Building up bank on the viewer's back. Big grift got me feeling so slick. Money flows like a river so quick. Status high like a towering brick. Content loud, make the viewers click.
Hi, everybody. I hope everybody has had a wonderful week so far. And I see everybody that's in here. MS Coast Life, hello. Tiffany, hi. Cher, hi. Let's see who else is in here. I think I saw their Storm Killer. Hey, Sounds of Oz, how are you? And Georgie, hey, Chica. And I think I saw Ace. I think I saw Boudica. Let's see who else. Donna, hi, how are you? Welcome in, everybody. Welcome, welcome in. I see that you guys were kind of discussing the bankruptcy thing. Yeah. Oh, did I miss somebody? Uh-oh, who did I miss? Oh, Miyagi, I can't miss you. You player. You player. Miyagi's a player. Hi, Grammy. How are you? Oh, wow. So the bankruptcy has been basically squashed. It's done. A lot of people gave money for that. And I am still wondering why nobody's questioning anything. Are people that scared of her? Are they really that scared? There's, oh, not yet, I don't think. I don't think yet, Boudica. I don't think that they've been married yet, but she's a player. People shouldn't be afraid to ask for their money back. They really shouldn't. They should be questioning a lot of things, but they're not. Somebody pointed out something on a video. They left me a comment, and maybe they feel like they're going to lose part of a family. I don't know. That's not a family over there. Yes, Al. Yes, yes, yes. Good afternoon, Serrano. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It was a stall tactic. Yes, it was. But things are going to start moving forward, hopefully. We can start seeing some papers coming through. I know some were filed yesterday in federal. Yes. And but things are going to start moving. But people should not be afraid to question Felisa about this bankruptcy attorney. They should not be afraid to question, why were they artfully deceived? Because everything was done artfully. It was done by smoke and mirrors. What was presented to everyone was not the truth. In fact, it was a flat out lie. It all was a lie. And hey, Big Dirt. Yeah, Al, 2 motions were filed yesterday in Fed 2. I know, Boudica, but you know, all you can do is try. And then if that's the answer you get, then you know what type of person that you've been dealing with, that all of them have been dealing with from day one. They know. So, and that should answer a lot of questions. But to still ask, it doesn't hurt to ask and to have that paper trail that states what you asked and a response or no response. She's blocked a lot of people over there, a lot of people. And to me, instead of blocking them, why not address it in an email? Don't address it during a live chat. So, because if you address it during a live chat, then you're going to have infighting, and then there's going to be arguing, and then there's going to be bickering, and then people are going to get pissed. People are going to say, screw it, and they're going to walk away. And a lot of people have walked away. A lot of people that gave a lot of money in the beginning, their history, they left. So, Al, a lot of things should start happening. I believe now's the time. They should have taken this seriously from the beginning instead of joking about it. Anytime that anybody sues you, it should not be misconstrued as, oh, it'll never happen. And they should take it seriously, regardless. So pushing it off, joking about it, laughing it off, and then when the seriousness hits, and then you become more defensive, and instead of addressing it head on and, you know, talk about the important things going on, instead of keep pushing your narrative to hurt somebody, to destroy somebody, shouldn't do that. And I understand where a lot of these people are coming from by not speaking up. They feel that they don't have a voice. They feel that it doesn't matter. They feel that it doesn't matter because she's going to ignore the email or she's going to block me. Well, fine. If she blocks you, then there's your answer. It's that's an answer. That's saying, okay, if you're going to question me, I don't want you around me. I don't need you around me, right? So that is an answer. And when someone embellishes the truth, it sparks a lot more debate. It sparks a lot of misconception and misleading and irrelevant information. And there's also a lot of denial on her part, blatant lies, a lot of misdirection, a lot of projection of blame shifting. And that right there, when you do that, that makes you look like you're a number one gaslighter of all gaslighters when you start doing that. And that's the sense that a lot of people have gotten from this, is that she has gaslit them for damn near close to a year on all of this. Actually, over a year. And if you're not properly grateful, I'm not going to send you your winning giveaway prize, even after you pay shipping. MS Coast Life, that is, I mean, I saw a lot of people question her, where's the giveaway? It was a month ago. Where's the giveaway? It was a month ago. I only ship out once a month. 2 months later, then they're saying, and It's been 3 months. It's been 3 months. It's been 4 months and still nothing. And it's like, what is she even giving away? Does she even show what she's giving away? No. She will not say, this is what the giveaway is today, everybody. It is going to be this amethyst, or it's going to be this citrine, anything like that. So not showing it, you could just get, I don't know, a box of rocks in the mail one day. Who knows? Don't know. Don't know. She said that about somebody. Yes, MS Coast Life. Yes, yes, yes. It was. It was. So when people don't want to step up and ask the hard questions, it defeats a purpose of putting someone on the spot and saying, you have to answer. You have to answer these people. They have questions. One person that I got an email from, they sent me what they gave. They sent me what they sent her. And they didn't send me the super chats or the gifted memberships. And it was like $1,400. Robbie said, really, Boudica, come on. Just because it's free, doesn't mean that you shouldn't have to pay for it. If it's free, they're giving it away out of the goodness, air quotes here, of their heart, and be grateful you get it. No, that's not how this shit works. That's not how it works. People are there to support your channel. And if you're going to give something away, you need to be transparent and honest about what you're giving away. You need to show what you're giving away. No, you're right, Georgie. It's not really free if they are doing goals. It's not. Okay. That right there alone, the goal should pay for the shipping. Oh my word. Ha ha. Come on. Let's get serious here. Crazy people do crazy things. It's not cool to do that to people. It's not cool to lead them along, to make them believe they're getting something and they don't get anything. Look at all the presents that were sent via Amazon, via the mail. Hi, Native Pride. Welcome. Welcome in. They sent all of these things. They sent her things they paid her booth rental at the flea market. People were wanting to pay her electric bill. People were wanting to do all of these things for LMNOP. And all of a sudden, I do believe it became more than Felicia could handle. I believe it became more than what she could handle. I don't know. Never know. Excuse me while I get something to drink. Everything free press. I wasn't there, so I can't say if it was or if it wasn't. From the video, it seemed that it was an overabundance. It was too much. It was too much for one child, a very small child at that. No, you can't fix stupid. And they do a lot of stupid shit over there. It's exactly, Boudica, exactly, yes. You are 100% correct. Watched that shit unfold in real time. Watched it, sat there and watched it. And I was like, are you kidding me? You just received A, B, and C, and now they're wanting this. What happened to everything that went towards the barn dominium, to the furnishings, like the little decorations, the knickknacks, and the odds and ends? What happened to all of that stuff? Does anybody know? No. Has anybody questioned her? No. A lot of people have just washed their hands of it. And there's just so much deflection, so much. Nobody can go in there and say anything like, hey, wait a minute. Wasn't that bankruptcy attorney is supposed to be her attorney to represent her in the federal cases. That person didn't get a response at all. Zero, zero, nothing, not a thing. So that person, I don't know who they were. Never saw them in there before, so I don't know who it was. Oh, Native Pride, I don't know. Maybe she was starting a collection. Maybe she hoards them. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, wow. Wow, Debbie, wow, I'm blown away. That's crazy. Wow. Boudica, I don't know. I don't know. Hey, Batsy Bats, what's going on? So, free cookies. Oh, I don't know what happened to all those overpriced rocks. I really don't. I have no clue. I couldn't even begin to even imagine where they went. Maybe some of them have ended up, I don't know, maybe up at the flea market and posted on LMNOP's Facebook page or her YouTube page. Not sure which. And I think, I don't, I do believe that Dave, the donor, I believe, hey, Nancy, um, I believe he was sadly mistaken. I think his deeds were misplaced. I think that a lot of it was out of retaliation, the reason why he gave that much money. And I cannot believe that he hasn't put his foot down and actually stirred it up with Lisa and say, hey, no, I'm being serious. I want my damn money back. Right, Tiffany? Yeah, that's what you get when you go in there. They're like, who are you? Because if you sit there and you count everybody that is in the chat, you might see 40, 45 people, maybe 46 people. And that would be it. You wouldn't see thousands. Yes, Patsy, there was a lot of people that didn't receive it and they walked away. Yeah, Georgie, I didn't feel sorry for him because he played both sides. He actually played both sides of this whole fiasco. Yes, Patsy. And I believe those are coming from, oh, I don't know, outside sources, like maybe old viewers that have come back, possibly, not sure. But one thing is for certain, everybody know how when you turn on a soap opera and you can watch it, you can just watch it like for one day. You shut it off, you come back 4 months later, and it's like it never went forward. You're still where you were 4 months previously. That's her channel now. It is strictly drama. And you turn it on and there's nothing new. It's the same shit, different day. And it's been that way for a long time. Hey, Panthea. Welcome in. And it's scammers never win. True, 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 true. And but her channel is just definitely wash, rinse, and repeat. It's on the daily. That's all it is. Al, some people mailed things to LMNOP in the mail, and some people sent things to Felisa at Christmas. And really, there was never any pictures. There was never a few of them. You see, you against who, Fatsy? Against Dave the donor? Because everybody was like kissing that man's ass when he started dropping the dollars. No, she's not going to be sent. No, heck no. She's not going to spend the shipping on that. For all intents purposes, there was only 8 banners that were shown out of maybe 25 or 30 people that purchased banners. Only 8 was shown, and that was it. And her banner is in her garage. Where's everybody else's? And I'm quite sure. Oh, you and Dave the donor are like that. Okay. So she was always the gatekeeper to most of the money. LMNOP, I don't think she even knew how much came in. Okay. Okay. So did she avoid so she avoided that subject, right? I bet she kind of like tiptoed away from that subject on the banners, right? After people saw that her banner is in her garage. Where's everybody else's? Where's the money for where in the hell is the memorial bench? Why was no pictures shown of it? Why were no pictures shown? Hey guys, let's do a poll. I'm going to put a poll up. Everybody choose which one they. Yeah, she told them to email her. Yeah, that's a joke. That's a big joke. I'm surprised she hasn't blocked all of her former subscribers, former viewers. I'm surprised she hasn't blocked them. She ignores them. Yes, she does. Hey, Suzanne. Hi, hi, hi. She ignores a lot of things. She ignores the truth, basically. That's what it boils down to. A lot of it. She ignores a lot of the truth. She doesn't want to hear the truth. And it's sad and it's a shame. You know, when you start saying it enough, you start believing it. So she has said it enough, so she's believing everything that she is saying. How many of you think that do you guys I'm sorry if Lisa sounds like a damn 90-year-old male smoker. Oh, okay, Suzanne. See you in a little while. I don't know what she sounds like. She sounds like a very unhappy person, in my opinion. She's not happy with her life. She's not happy with how things have went. So she decided to turn her channel into nothing but a drama channel. I don't know if any of you have noticed. Do you notice? Does it seem like that she tries to manipulate her viewers to get them to say yes to everything she says? Al, that is a very good question. But unfortunately, the only person who knows where all the money is would be the one who's holding the money. And who's to say she manipulates a lot of people? Yes, she does, Stormkiller. Who's to say where she stuck that money? Who's to say it's not still sitting in a PayPal account? You know, she definitely will say something, and then her chat will run with it, and then her chat will say something, and she runs with it. It's like a dysfunctional channel over there. It's a very big dysfunctional channel. It's really bad. New vehicle. Yeah, there was an oopsie, wasn't there? There was an oopsie about a vehicle. I think somebody said something and she shushed that somebody. So maybe a new vehicle. There may be nothing left. Oh, Kim, hi, welcome in. The cruise is it's metaphorical. It is just a play on the lawsuit. It's a play. Maybe she did buy Bitcoin. maybe she did. Maybe she bought some stock in, I don't know, TikTok. Who knows? Right. I think there was an oopsie. Yes, there was an oopsie, and she shushed it. So I don't know what the big deal is. I'm sorry. Did she not say that that there was no car? But the cruise is just a metaphorical on the concept of making people irritated that they think that she's raising money for a cruise. No, it's just metaphorical. That's been going on for a while. So it's basically to thank her for what she's doing, and which is, I don't know what she's doing. I don't know why anybody would thank her for doing what she's doing. What she should be doing, right, Boudica, the cruise never existed. It was just hype. That's all it was. Let's see if we can get the other side to get pissed off if we say we're going on a cruise. And everybody played along with it. So, yeah, the cruise never existed. Yeah, and of course she got mad. Of course she got mad. Hi, Marianne. Welcome. Thank you. Of course she's going to get mad because she doesn't want to put the truth out there, and I don't know about that. I don't know if Huck to a girl coin. Yes, she is. She is making more breadstick money. I don't know if Guapo sent boxes of stuff to LMNOP. I don't know. Yes. Okay, Tiffany. Right. Exactly. That was like an oops. Oops. I do know that when she was on her Mod Squatch channel, she was saying that if I'm just paraphrasing here because it's been a while back. It's been about 6-7 weeks ago. If we win this lawsuit, I would love to take everybody on a cruise. So that was on her Mods channel. So I don't know. I don't know if she can afford it. Well, she might be able to. There's only 47 of them. They might be able to get a group rate and a discount. And it's probably doable. So, or sleepwalking, right? Native pride, there's a lot of speculation. There's a lot of what ifs, what if this happens? What if that happens? I don't know what's going to happen. All I know is several somebodies need to be looking into. Oh, you have a copy, Miyagi? Somebody's need to be looking into getting an attorney, and they need to sit down with their attorneys and figure this out, figure out a game plan. When you keep filing motions and they get shredded apart, torn apart because things are missing, you're not citing case law, you're trying your case in a motion, which you shouldn't be doing. Panthea? Don't know. That is the question. That is the question. Wow, Al. Wow, that's crazy. I would not think that. Okay, Sherry, you have a great evening. Enjoy your dinner. Boudica, she's more angry and upset than I think she is truly concerned. Her anger overrides that concern. She needs to be concerned. She needs to be looking at an attorney. She needs to get an attorney. They all do. They all need to have an attorney. So thank you for coming in, Cher. That would be the first thing I would do if somebody come at me with a lawsuit. I would say, oh, I need to get an attorney. I wouldn't laugh it off for 4 or 5 months. I would have went and got an attorney, and I'd have said, hey, I need somebody to help me with this. Tell me what is it I do? You know, can you represent me? How much is it going to cost me? Can we work out some payment arrangements? This is what I have, and these are my bills. Can we work something out? You know, not everybody has a lot of coin to drop on an attorney. Well, right now, Fatsy, I think she needs to be worried because a lot of her big donors have disappeared. A lot of her big donors have walked away. She needs to be thinking about that. Oh, MS Coast Life. The very first time I heard that, I about choked on water when that came out of her mouth. Okay, Al, I see it now. Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Makes sense. Wasn't Fubbles in her chat asking about that too? Did I not see that? Because I think he was asking about that as well, about the website, wasn't he? Didn't he get his messages deleted as well? Panthea, yes. I know, and she shushed it. She didn't want it to be known. And Boudica, yes, misappropriation of funds. If you make yourself responsible for distribution of funds and embezzle it, that's illegal. Yes, it is. Well, makes you wonder. A lot of this has, I mean, a lot of it has to be questioned. You have to question it. You have to question the validity. She yelled at him. Oh no, he got yelled at. Poor guy. Oh, wow. She forgets a lot of things. She does, because she's so hell-bent and she is so worried about what everybody else is doing. She is. She is so worried about everybody else, and she needs to start worrying about herself. She needs to quit worrying about what everybody else is doing. Definitely needs to get that damn attorney lined up, and she needs to do it quickly. But Boudica, she went to the post office and she mailed Ray's motion to the clerk. She did it not once, she did it twice. So she can go to the post office. What it is she's just too lazy to package everything up. Yeah, the chat is very telling in there, Georgie. Her chat really is telling. They basically tell on her if she's being corrected. Yeah, yeah. LMNOP said, "Oh, it would be so great to go on a cruise with all of you and get to meet all of you who have helped us." Yada yada yada. So it was nothing but smoke and mirrors. That's all it was. The loop is packaged. MS Coast Life, when you look at the sun, you just can't look away, but you have to. That's what this is. And it seems like everything is unfolding in slow motion. No, Fatsy. I haven't seen Spade in there for a little bit. Is he back? Spade said some things that would make you scratch your head. She Al, who knows? Who knows? She's told that she needed it. She needed a car. And then boom, her significant other talks about her car and then she shushes him. Says, what car? Everything was done through USPS. She uses a service. Oh, no way. Really? Crazy. Spade makes you wonder, it makes you question where's his head at. But some of the stuff he said, I found it funny, but also you had to laugh and then go, really? What made you say that, Spade? Oh, wow. MS Coast Life, you're from, get back here. Don't run away from me. Oh, from Key West. I've been to Key West once, and that was all I needed. And I haven't been back since. Yeah, she did talk for a while that she wanted a Cadillac. Right. She uses the UPS store. Yes. Right. Right. Yeah. She's supposed to be some type of cleansing and spiritual person. I don't know. That's kind of a mixed bag of nuts right there, what you just said. That right there is uh that's very that's very much so a mixed bag of nuts. Cheap beer and stale pretzels. Hey, Boudica, don't forget the smell of stale cigarettes too. The Marlboros that she smokes. So let's not forget that. Right, Sharon. I'm just waiting for that to drop, and when that drops, I think that right there is going to put the wheels back in motion. It's been slowed down. Now things is going to start picking back up. Things are going to start happening, and you're going to see it happen gradually. Well, Native Pride, there are some articles out there, and everything that they say is not actually 100% accurate. You have to look at the big picture. So Right, Boudica. Yeah, you and I discussed that about a lot of things that you found, and there are a lot of things out there that aren't they aren't being presented in a truthful manner. So there are some things out there. Everybody would have to go dig. You would have to know what you're looking for, and you'll see it. You'll see that a lot of the stuff that comes out of the mouth is like untruthful. It's not. It's mm-mm, it's fabricated. Totally embellishment. Yes, I know, and I'm looking forward to those, Al. I'm looking forward to reading those. Um, it's going to start happening. Wheels of justice are slow, but when they start moving, they can take off. And it just depends. Native pride, take everything with a grain of salt that they say. Um, a lot of her information she gets from screenshots and emails. She gets off of Facebook. That's where a lot of her stuff comes from. She says that she hasn't watched Jeremy, but yet she does watch Jeremy. She's watched Jeremy all the time. Um, she can't she can't deny that. True, Susie. True, very true. The ones that left were the ones that actually would send super chats every single night. They would send money. They would say, "Hey, check PayPal. Hey, check PayPal. I sent you something." So, yes, Sharon, I believe so. I believe it did. I agree with you on that. But the it's done over with. She's slowly losing traction. A lot of people are actually, if they're questioning her in her chat, they're actually thinking. I think the gears are finally turning for everybody. She flat out admitted what that she watches Jeremy. Of course she does. For like what was it 9 months prior, she totally and adamantly said no. Well, Al, we would need to see how everything plays out because I believe Belitho will probably allow more and more and more time for people to secure attorneys, to get attorneys on board. And that's another stall tactic. Hi, David. Welcome. Well, she has ads running. Hey, I watch so you don't have to. Oh my God. I get sent a lot of your stuff. You are funny. I love your breakdown. I really do. Your breakdown is awesome. They're going to have be given time to get attorneys, and they're going to be allowed. That's how it's going to be. Of course, Bubbles does, Sharon. We all heard that. Yeah, Boudica, that's what I was told. I have emails from several people that told me that they just got tired of it. Yeah, they just like, yeah, we're done. We can't deal with her. She's lying. She's not being honest. I sent her an email. She won't answer my email. I asked her what happened to the banner. Was my banner purchased? And they all basically got blown off. So, yeah. Well, a lot of people have walked away. A lot of people. They're gonna, yeah, Al. They're going to have to give them time. And when you're pro se, that they're not going to they're not going to let them not have representation unless they just can't find representation. They've got to give them that. So, yeah, it's crazy. People don't understand that You have to address it. And people are scared. I don't know why people are scared of her. Well, I'm glad, Fatsy, that you listened to your true conscience and didn't get sucked back into it. No, they don't. They really don't know the whole truth behind it. And in 2023, it was there. Oh, I saw that, and I think that's funny that she finally admitted that her lawyering is a felony if she is convicted. Yes. Is she finally going to own up to something? Is she finally going to start admitting things? Mm, I don't know. Have to wait and see. But everything that she does, she should be. She very well should be. She should have stopped what she's doing, and she should have gotten herself an attorney, and she should have paid attention. Well, Boudica, this magistrate has been uh, very much on the side of the defendants who are pro se, because they have asked for extensions of time. They've been given extensions. LMNOP was given extension to retain an attorney for the federal case, when in all reality, it was an attorney that was the bankruptcy attorney. So he's very much going to be lenient with them because they're all going to ask for more time. Actually, Sharon, ah, I doubt it. I doubt it, unless it's somebody who is going to be looking for a pat on the back or to be given props. Yes, yes, she did. She always did. Yes, she did. It's all in her lives. All of it is. So she should have paid attention. She should have gotten herself an attorney. Boudica, I have no idea where all the high profile attorneys in her family are that she bragged about. Haven't heard about them in a long time. She hasn't spoke about them in a long time. And that high profile attorney that Dodgy Robbie has is an entertainment lawyer, which I do believe we touched on last week. And now he needs an attorney. Things that make you go, So, I don't believe it, and I will not believe it unless I can actually see it, have it in my hands to read it. It has to be tangible. It has to be something that I can say, yes, this was said on this date. Yes, this is how it went down. I will show the video. This is how it went down. This is what was said, and this is who said it. So I'm not going to say things that I don't have anything to back it up with. But just from looking at this, from everything, it seems like it's one major, huge cluster, and it's going to get worse. She needs to focus on herself, and she needs to quit bebopping around to everybody else's channel and trying to pull in content. She needs to go back to what she did 2 years ago, before she started the drama, talking bad about people, talking bad about her mods, her former mods, talking bad about people who left her channel, talking bad. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Boudica, he will. He will, but he doesn't have to let it go on too long. No, he doesn't. Also, which case takes precedent on his docket? How is his clerk filling out his docket? Who's scheduling his docket? There are a lot of cases that have less docket entries than the Fed 2 case that's been in litigation for 3 years. So, yeah. Yeah, I watched the You Don't Have to. I do believe there's a lot of stuff that happened prior to a lot of this coming to the forefront, but I can't prove it. All I can do is go back and reference videos and listen and pull out what was said. But Susie, she made it so abundantly clear that she had attorneys in her family. A lot of people have walked away because they didn't agree with her. They didn't want to run with her narrative. They didn't want to back her up. And they're like, no, I'm not going to say that. No, I don't agree with you on that. I think you need to look at it from a different view. So, like I said, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things, but until more people can find things and pull them out and actually put them on display and say A, B, C, and D. This is when A started, B started, C, and then D. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Miyagi does. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. There's a lot of people that get under her skin, and it sure is telling. It sure is. Her channel is actually Polymop, as they call it. It's what has Jets done. Who cares? If I want to know that, I would watch it. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. There's a lot of envy and a lot of jealousy. Right, Miyagi? Yeah, she's very jealous of and very envious, not only of Megan. I think there's a lot of jealousy and envy with Jeremy as well. You know, the haves and the have-nots, you know, always wanting what other people have, trying to keep up with the Joneses. The lawyer fiasco was the nail in the coffin for many. We caught her and, oh, hold up. Let's go back. The lawyer fiasco was the nail in the coffin for many. We caught her in a blatant lies, and her backtracking made her look like a bigger liar, if that's possible. I don't know, Boudica. I don't know. Well, at least you get accused of, you're somebody new you're a different person every day, right? That can be interesting. That can be interesting. That's like, there's a lot of people over in Facebook that get under her skin. I get sent screenshots and I'm like, I'm laughing because it's funny. It's like, you're allowing this to get to you. You have bigger fish to fry. You have more on your plate than you can handle, and you're allowing this to trigger you. Don't allow this to trigger you. This is very minuscule, but it's fun to watch when she gets triggered. It really is. Very interesting. Her whole plan, her whole plan is basically fallen apart right in front of everybody's eyes every night. Boudica, there's a saying I have: I've been ignored by better people. So absolutely. So just all in all, this whole thing was one great big scam from the get-go. She knew what she was doing. She knew where she was going. She just needed to get traction. And how better to get traction than what she did? That's all I can think of, is she finally got her traction. And I don't know, doesn't look good. Does not look good, not whatsoever. What am I looking for, Georgie? Hey, when we get done here, because I'm getting ready to end because we started a little early, so everybody can go over and pop on Jay's and go over and head on over to Tugs and hang out. I'll check. I'll check then. So, all in all, everything was done with smoke and mirrors. Everything, she embellished the truth. Everything was misleading or it was irrelevant information. Hi, Gina. Yes, exactly. And let's see, she changes the subject a lot. She deflects a lot. She also enlists others to validate her false narrative because she will take everything and run with it. Whatever is said in her chat, she'll carry it like a torch all the way to the end. A lot of manipulation going on over there. She does manipulate. She will turn on the tears and turn them off at the drop of a pencil. And to me, she comes across as someone who has a strong desire and the need for drama in her life because it's familiar to her. It's very familiar to her. And it's probably even comforting to her to have all of this drama. When she says things, you kind of have to question it. Sometimes it seems good, but it's not real or effective with her. She does things especially to take attention away from something or someone that is embarrassing or unpleasant. So that's where the deflection comes in. She does deflect a lot. So, everything that goes on over there, it's very, you could write a book about it. You can listen, you hear it in the tone, you feel it in the mannerisms, the voice pitch, everything. You can tell by listening. Oh yeah, right. So I don't believe that. I think, come on, Boudica, really? You really think she's an empath? If she was an empath, wouldn't she be a little bit less harsh, shall we say? So, and she loses her shit over there a lot. She loses it over the littlest thing. It's like, really? Uh, has anybody noticed she tries to gain the newcomers' trust in her chat when new people come in and they start agreeing with her? Do you feel that she's trying to gain their trust? Do you feel that she has a lot of power over people? Do those people give her the power? She's taken power from people. If you think about it, when you're in her chat, it seems like those people give her their power, and it empowers her and emboldens her to do the things that she does and to say the things that she says. So that's very much that right there should be a red flag for everybody. Exactly. You're right. Well, she can hate me all she wants. She can say what she wants to say. That does not make me go off the rails and go out and try to, I don't know, be ugly right back to her. Um, I'm not that type of person. I listen to things and I make up my own mind. I listen to things on both sides. I'm I know how all of this started. I've watched Jeremy for a long time and I have been in her chat going on 20 months. I sat through it. I watched it. I listened. So, seeing both sides, she definitely had a game plan. She definitely had a lot going into this. She played on it really, really good. up until things started backfiring on her. To me, a lot of stuff backfired on her. When people start asking you questions and you can't give an honest answer and you lash out at that person, it's backfired on you because you've lost that person. You've lost control over that person. You no longer have control over that. And that's what it's boiled down to. Is she's slowly losing control. Right, Kath? Right? Very true. Boudica, I want to say it's not so much controversy uh, as it is drama, because she was creating this drama with her mods about the end of 23, beginning of 24 ish, I want to say. Um, and it empowers her, it emboldens her, it gives her that feeling that, you know, she has power, she commands an audience. That's what I'm seeing from it. When she enters a room, she commands an audience. She comes in, they know who she is, they all kiss her ass, plain and simple. So yeah, Al, yeah. It is. There's a lot of deflection. There is a lot of it. It's very sad. Yeah. She But who's to say, you know? Who's to say somebody, hey, everybody saw how she rallied the troops and how she got everybody to lift LMNOP up and you know, do things and donate money and gifts and everything else that came along with it. What about when she started bad mouthing LMNOP and saying that she was done and everything? What about then? All of those people in her chat turned. All of those people turned. Why did they turn? Why? Okay. You have to think about that. Because she said to, because she said what she said, and that made everybody follow in line. Everybody got in line, you know? I don't know, Georgie. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I do know somebody who has met her in person, and Boudica, a lot of those people in her chat, um, once they started turning and once they started agreeing, who knows? Who knows what goes through a person's mind when they're listening and they're, I don't know. I watch so you don't have to. I don't know, but I have my suspicions. That's all I have. Um, June of 2024, Lisa made the comment that she was told that LMNOP was crazy. She didn't know the whole story. She didn't watch Jeremy. However, because there's a clip over on Rumble. However, in 2023, she makes a comment that she watches the crap. Yeah. Yes, she still has access. Why? I don't know. Why does she have access? Who paid for them? Wouldn't you think the person who paid for them? I mean, honestly, if I got into a tiff with somebody and their cameras were on my property, I'd go out there and take the cameras off and say, yep, sorry for your luck, Chuck. You're not looking at my property no more. I don't give a rip. I don't care. But there's definitely something there. There's definitely. Okay, well, if she paid for them, then they're hers. She needs to go put them on her property. because it's picking up sound along with video. Who knows? There is a lot of things. There's a lot of things not being said. There's a lot of things that are being left unsaid. So, but it's all going to come out. It will all come out once court hits and everything starts happening. Depositions start being taken. Boudica, that right there, I would if I found that out, and it's like if I had donated money. I watch so you don't have to. I don't know. Maybe, but that's questionable. That is a very good question. You know, if I had all the answers, but I don't have all the answers. I don't know if their feud is fake. On one hand, one is blasting one. On the other hand, the other one is saying, but I love her to death, but I love her to death. Right, Sharon? Hi, Sue. Welcome. A lot of the viewers are boomers and are very afraid of the internet. These people are scary people. Yeah. But you know what? What are the chances you ever running into them on the street? What are the chances? I remember Felice saying Element OP was not tech savvy and didn't have credit card or computer to store camera images. Al, you know, a lot of people are kicking themselves in the ass over a lot of things, about a lot of stuff that went down. A lot of them are. But you know, hindsight's always 20/20. You should have, you would have, and you could have. Right? Right, Georgie? Okay. All right, Marianne. Well, thank you. But there's a lot, you know, when you look at it, you're playing one against the other. And Lisa says one thing and then Element OP says another, and it's very contradicting and it muddies the water. So who do you believe? Who do you believe? Well, Kath, come on. If you're not in agreement, then you work it out, right? Would you not work it out? Would you not say, okay, well, what can we do? What can we do? Yes, Susie, her views have gone down tremendously because people are onto her. They're like, you're full of it. You're full of crap. MS Close Life, I'm quite sure she does. Hi, Lisa. Yes, she does too. But MS Coast Life, who's to say what it is? Who's to say what is the dirt? What is the dirt that she has? Kath, I think that's on both sides, the lack of understanding and truth. I believe that was on both sides. And when somebody starts seeing thousands of dollars come rolling in, they become awestruck with it, and money will fuel you. Hi, Gina. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes. You are on point with that. There's because she talks really fast and she doesn't stop to think about what she just said, and then she forgets what she said, and then towards the end of it all, when she's trying to wrap it up, what happens? I didn't say that. Did I say that? And she'll ask somebody on panel, did I really say that? Yeah, you really did. You know, so the story does flip flop a lot. But when you get involved with people online and you start giving money out of the goodness of your heart, and then nothing is shown in support of, well, what did that money go for? Well, email me what it went for. You blame Big Dirt. Well, Lisa, that can't go on forever. Something's going to have to give. The dam is going to bust. Okay, the dam is going to bust. One of them's going to pop. Which one? I don't know which one's going to pop first. It'll be interesting to see. MS Coast Life, that is LMNOP's way to basically say, I'll show you. I'll show you. Boudica, I haven't seen Tahoe on there on her stream. She irritates you more than the flea. She was Natchi is a mod and has been a mod of Fleeces for a very long time. Very, very long time. From my understanding, there's nothing that's been done. LMNOP alluded to that. She basically said that there's nothing getting done. Hi, Sharon. Don't blame yourself, hun. Please don't, because everybody was, hey, Pickled Tink, welcome in. I believe that a lot of people were duped and they were taken advantage of. Oh, Miyagi, you are so funny. But Sharon, you purchased items twice. Did you get a refund? So Sharon, if you purchased those items twice, were you ever offered a refund? Did you get a refund? How did that work? Yes, Lisa, they've all have been. Right, Gina? I read that. I read that last night. I read the filing last night. So no, don't ever blame yourself. Everybody mistook it. Everybody was fooled. And honestly, the ones that are left, I cannot believe that they haven't caught on. Or maybe they just run around with blinders on. So no, never offered a refund or anything. I am so sorry to hear that. That's truly sad. That's truly sad. And I'm sorry that happened. No, it's not your fault, and it's crazy. It really is. There you go, right there, Boudica. If you bought it off of Amazon as a gift, then refund goes to the receiver, not the buyer. Yes, Marianne, I remember her saying that a lot of the attorneys in the beginning turned her down. I wonder why. Ask yourself that. You really have to ask yourself that. You have to ask yourself, does anybody else, when you go into the kitchen, do your animals go in there and think that they need to eat again? I know I just got off subject because every time I go in the kitchen, my dog follows me in there thinking she's going to eat for the millionth time. Well, you take care of yourself, Miss Sharon. I'm glad you stopped in. Desi argues with you. All three of yours do as well. It's like, hey, hey, hey. Yeah, that's like almost all the time. You have 5 Chihuahuas. Oh, wow. Yeah, I did. I sure did. I just squirreled. Because I'm watching the time. I don't want anybody to be late going over to Tug and Megan. If you open the fridge, I had a brother that had a guinea pig, and every time the refrigerator door opened, the guinea pig would squeal like like it was dying. Oh, Kath. I don't know. I don't know how she keeps any of them following her. A lot of them are longtime viewers. There are several, uh, so they're not going to go anywhere. Some of them are fairly new, so everything was supposed to have been for the child and to get the barn dominium started. However, uh, it didn't quite go as she planned. Sharon, I have one dog, and that dog is attached at the hip. Where I go, she has to be right there. A lot of people don't understand that when you start seeing it and you know it's not right, and you're handing money out hand over fist, you are pouring good money after bad, and they don't see any results from it. That's like having somebody come to your house to lay tile in your kitchen or in your bathroom, and you go and they keep asking for money. They keep asking for money. They keep asking for money. After a while, you're going to have to cut them loose. After about maybe the third time, I would have cut them loose. Well, I need more money for materials, or I need this for supplies. Oh, I've got to have this special tool. So who knows? Oh, Boudica. Frenchies are so cute, though. Frenchies, they are cute. They're very argumentative. Well, there you have your answer. I watch so you don't have to. Inconsistencies. I don't know, Kim. That's a good question. Don't know. A lot of people did. Yeah. There were people that were living on fixed incomes, and they were sending a lot of money. Don't know, Lisa. A lot of people woke up. A lot of people did, and they walked away. One reached out to me, and I asked this person, I said, are you going to try and get your money back? And this person told me they just cut their losses. Oh, Sharon, that memorial bench um, is probably sitting on Mars somewhere. I don't know. It's probably had enough time to make it around the world several million times. I don't know. Right. Exactly, Boudica. A lot of people walked when that happened. Okay, Marianne. Yeah, everybody will be going over there. But I just wanted to, to say, when you listen, to her, you have to understand where she's coming from with everything. It's almost people were giving money, but nobody ever saw what a picture or what the family picked or anything. Nobody saw it. Nobody did. I watched the You Don't Have to. I think that right there is a load of bullshit. I really do. I think that that was a grift. Boudica, you are not lying on that. Oh, okay. A money grab it all was to me, watching it all unfold. And when you watch it unfold, you start seeing it. And when you hear it, you can say, aha, you know. A lot of people caught on to it in the beginning. Some of them, it took them a little bit, but at least they walked away from it. Screenshot this. Hey, no, there is no bench. And it wouldn't shock me in the least if maybe a $100 bench from Lowe's or Walmart suddenly appears just to shut everybody up. I don't know. It was a massage chair. Just watching for the chit show. Well, welcome in. Thank you. Um, I'm hoping a lot more people are paying attention. You know, a lot more people need to pay attention and start calling her out on it, calling her out in her chat. If you get blocked, consider that a badge of honor. Consider it a very big badge of honor if she blocks you or if she times you out or if she dismisses you or dismisses your comment because you just got your answer. Oh, Gina, I don't know about that one. Hi, Kelly. I don't think so. You're blocked by all of them. I won't block you here because I think you're funny as shit. I really do. Uh, you get dismissed. Yeah, a lot of people got dismissed. A lot of people did. Oh, Georgie, are you sure you want to do that? So, Miyagi was on the right track with everything. I don't know if Nat will wake up. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Like I said, she's been with her for a long time. Yeah, I was just thinking that, Lisa. Blink, blink. I think a lot of people are sticking around just because they've been with her for so long. Gina, yeah, yeah, Miyagi, you've always called it as you saw it. You take for people to finally wake up. Um, well, she's definitely not going to admit the wrongdoing that she's done. She's definitely not going to admit that she screwed people out of money. She's definitely not going to admit that it was donations and not given to her as her personal payday loan or whatever. Uh, it's going to take people to really actually listen to what everybody is saying. Those that never followed Jeremy, those that never saw LMNOP from the get go, those that never knew about Northport, they all need to open up their eyes and really pay attention. They need to see it. See, there you wore that badge proudly, right? Twit of the week. Oh, Kim, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that she says, and it's very telling. It's very telling when she talks. Kim, you're lucky you didn't get blocked. Yeah, her husband pretty much. I think the innuendo was there, the insinuation was there about how he felt about her being online. I really do. So, well, everybody, I want to thank all of you for being here uh, and going through this, talking about the bankruptcy and everything. It's really delightful and it's a lot of fun having you guys here and just letting you be yourself, you know. And thanks to all of my mods. Thanks to you, Voss. She's gained followers because Lisa, yes, 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 absolutely, because they would advertise themselves all over the place. And everybody, have a wonderful evening. And see you over there at Tug and Macon. Good night, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to put something special up on Rumble. Georgie knows what it is. If you want to know, go ask her. Good night, everybody.